Well, hello. Welcome to Wayward Spirit Media. Today we are going to be looking at some fanfics that I found. They're great. I love them. I found some real great ones. Okay, so this all stems from last week on the live pod. We were talking about ships, like all the different ships in Supernatural, and we found some that were kind of like weird. And one example was Bobby and Crowley. And I found one. Okay, I found one for Bobby and Crowley, and it's wild. It's wild. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Okay, all right. Also, just let me know in the chat, like if it's taking up too much of my screen, or if you can't see it, or just like whatever, or if it looks weird because I can't see what I'm doing anymore. So just let me know. Uh, all right. Okay. So this is what my screen looks like. Cause yeah. Okay. Anyway, so this is okay. So this is when this fanfic that I found is called, let's see, Heaven and Hell. And I think it's going off of like when Bobby made that like demon deal with Crowley and he had to kiss him. So I think that's what this is based off of. And I don't want to make fun of it because like the writing is so good. Like, I mean, the writing is amazing, but like envisioning what's happening is so like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's. Okay, so basically, this is Crowley saying, "Don't you know, Bobby?" Crowley quickly closed the space between them again. Deals need to be sealed with a kiss, right? So it's basing off that one episode where they had to kiss. And Bobby's like, "Nuh-uh," shook his head, propped his shotgun on his shoulder, aiming it at him. "Ain't there another way?" "Afraid not, sweetheart," he crooned. "Now pucker up." I don't know if that was in the episode, if that's just what they wrote, but okay. This is, I mean, it's actually a really good fanfic. Bobby stiffened as Crowley drew closer again, his chest pressing against the barrel of his gun, entirely unafraid. The seconds stretched into hours as Bobby's mind raced faster than a blush could reach his cheeks. He was going to kiss Crowley. The meat suit the demon hijacked was easy on the eyes. But Bobby wasn't into men, right? Didn't matter. He counted as a demon, and Bobby was going to kiss him. He was going to kiss a demon, and he wasn't entirely disgusted by the prospect. No. His anxious excitement was growing by the second. It was perverse, and he knew it, but he couldn't help staring at the man's lips. His trigger finger twitched dangerously close to putting another round of salted buckshot into that expensive suit. One of Crowley's impossibly cold hands gently tilted his face up as he drew dangerously near. It had been a long while since he'd been that close to anyone. Before Bobby could get a cocky retort in, he was pulled in close, lips locking with Crowley's, his face scrunched up in fear and agitation. He felt his heartbeat hammered through his skull, shaking him senseless. Click. That was when Crowley took the picture. So the distinctive snap of a shutter lens rung out, and Bobby saw the camera flash through closed eyes. Excuse me. Crowley smiled into their kiss. Okay, Crowley smiled into their kiss with a rumbling laugh. Okay, it says a-hole, but I don't know if I can say that on here. I don't know. So I'm just not going to say it. It says a-hole. And then he said he'd give him something to smile about. So I guess this is like Bobby thinking like a-hole, he'd give him something to smile about. Okay. And this is again Bobby. Something possessed him, and it wasn't a demon. Without hesitation, he swiped his tongue across Crowley's icy bottom lip, mortified when he felt him respond, opening his mouth slightly. Okay, can I just say, I was reading this earlier before this, like, because I was kind of looking through fanfics to see if I could find any, and I was like, I'm gonna feel really weird like reading this out on like on a live, like, because it's just like, oh my gosh, you know, because you know how they can get. And you said I'm dead. I mean, this is wild. This is wild. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go. There's more. There is more. Okay. Instinct kicked in, and Bobby kissed him with gusto, grabbing the demon's tie and yanking him closer. Pressing the shotgun further into his coat, he was acutely aware of every minuscule motion Crowley made, every breath he hitched, every time the hand of his jaw feathered over his neck. Each little thing encouraged him, urged him to keep going. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop at some point before this gets too rated R. I don't know if it will, but like, it's getting to that point. You know, fanfics. Okay. When he heard, oh, okay, yeah, no, we're done. Okay. I was gonna say something about, yeah, no, we're done. That was wild. But it was really good. Like, the writing was really good. And like, you know, if you're into that, then you should check out, what's it called? Heaven and Hell. I mean, it's really good. Like I said, the person who wrote this, like, is a very good writer. It's just, it's just funny to think about. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. There's another weird one in here that I don't know if I'm ready for. See, there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm probably gonna have to stop at some point. This is the weird one. This is the weird one. Okay. You said, I'm sure that's exactly how the kiss happened. Right? In the episode, he was like, he was mad. I think he was mad, Bobby. And he was mad that he took the picture, but the picture was great. The picture was perfect. Okay, so again, this is another weird one. This is called Get Down. Now, I did not read this one before. I just saw what it was about. It's about Sam and Jody. Which I don't like. I do not like the fact that Sam and Jody are a thing, and I never knew it's not a thing. Anyway. Oh, okay. So this gets into it really quick. Okay, so again, we're not gonna go all the way through it because there are like a lot of like there are a lot of disclaimers up top, so we're not gonna go all the way through it. But okay, let's see. So I can't. Okay. Jody looks up from her bite of pie with a confused expression on her face. The doorbell rings again, and she pushes away from her dish and heads towards the door. Sam Winchester, Dean's slightly taller little brother, is standing on the doormat, a knowing smirk on his face. First of all, I love that the way they described Sam is Dean's slightly taller little brother. Like, I love that that's how they explained him. Like that's, I don't know why. I just think that's so funny that that's how you describe Sam Winchester. Okay. Because I'm assuming anybody who's reading this has hopefully read Supernatural, because this is a very niche obscure ship. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. You said OMG, so Sam and Jody is a real ship. I guess so. I guess so. I don't know. And you said that's a great way to describe Sammy, isn't it? It's wonderful. I love it. It's great. Okay, so it says, "Hey Jodes." "Hey, Sam," Jody answers, just shy of suspicious. "What can I do for you?" This gets so bad so fast. Like, oh my god. Okay, so he says, "You can get down." Sam growls, pushing Jody back into the corridor and pressing her up against the wall. I do not want to picture this. I don't. I don't. Because no. No, because didn't she, in that one episode where Mary came back and they were all in the house and like the demon was hopping from person to person and like possessing person to person, and when Mary was possessed, Jody was talking to Mary and she was telling her, she was like, yeah, you know, I feel like they, you know, they're my sons. I'm like a mother figure. Gross. You said, oh my God, right? Right. Like, it happened so fast. Like, there was no, like, plot line. There was no, like, you know, warming you up to it. It was just like, boom. Okay. Whew. All right. I just want to see what happens, like how she reacts, because this is strange. Okay. His hands latch onto... Okay, yeah. His hands latch onto her shoulders and shove down. Oh my God. Okay. Putting her on her knees. Okay. Brown doe-like eyes blinking up at him invitingly. Oh, this is... I can't. Oh my God. So I guess he saw Dean leave, and so he said, I figure you'd be free. Yeah, we're gonna get away from that because that was very X-rated, and I'm not gonna read any more of it. And I don't want to picture that because Sam and Jody are not a ship. It's basically incest. Basically incest. So no. No, thank you. Ugh. Right, yeah, she did say that. Right, she did say that. She said that she felt like a mother figure to him. And that's why I'm like, nah. Like, that's disgusting. It's another one, though. It's another one. So this must be an actual ship that, like, people ship. Because there's another one. There's more than one. And this is new to me. Like, this is new to me. I have no idea. I'm just like, what is happening right now? Okay. I'm gonna bring up Twitch on my phone so I can see the comments without having to go to, switching my thing over. Cause that's just annoying while I'm sharing my screen. So, we're just gonna go that. Let's see, chat. I am so like, I don't know. I'm so bad at, I don't know if I say I'm bad at live streaming, but I guess I am. I'm new at live streaming. Okay. I don't want to hear myself. I just want to see the chat, but I can't see. Okay, whatever. We'll see. I'll check the chat. You said, I don't want to picture it either, WTF. Right? Like, that's so strange. Like, I never in a million years thought anyone would ship Jody and Sam. Like, never in a million years did I think anyone would ship Jody and Sam. And the fact that there are multiple fanfics is... that's a good picture, though. That's a good drawing. I don't know who drew that, but that's very good. Okay, this is also for my Sam bingo card, the Sam Jody square. Oh, okay. Sam Jody. Animal activist Sam. Aw, I wish I could see that. Snowed in Sam Benny Dean. Ooh, oh. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to, like, I'm not in any means trying to make fun of anybody. Because I could not write anything like these. I could not. I'm not good at writing. So, like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just looking... I just think it's very interesting that Jody and Sam, I just think it's funny. It's just funny. And a little disturbing, but mostly funny. Okay, so let's see what this one says. This is Jody and Sam, the second one. Okay, so it says, that wink, that effing Winchester wink. Jody unintentionally blurted out the infernal thought before catching herself, tenderly touching her split lip and bruised cheek she'd gotten from the hunt they just finished with the boys in southern Kansas. Okay, and this has to be, okay, so this next line has to be, Donna. I was gonna say Brianna, but Donna. And so I'm gonna try to say it like her. Okay. Oofta, don't you know it, Joe? I can't do it. She says, Oofta, don't you know it, Jodio? Dean's got a caboose I'd like to bounce a Canadian quarter off of. I couldn't do it because that was too funny. That brought her up short. Dean? She hadn't been thinking about Dean. He hadn't been the one who'd up and winked at her in a not so surrogate mom kind of way. Exactly. She's their surrogate mom. Exactly. Thank you. Like, yeah, you even put it in the fanfic. Okay, anyway. Sorry. It'd been Sam who had shot her with Cupid's infatuation a few months earlier, and she hadn't forgotten how it shocked. I'm trying not to cuss on here because I don't know the rules, but it shocked the S out of her. I feel so weird saying that because typically I actually have a potty mouth, but I kind of try to tame it like when I'm doing videos. Okay, sorry. Another little tidbit. Okay. Despite the fact that she'd done a darn good job of sequestering it in the foremost recesses of her mind, for the most part, she thought it would pass with time. Honestly, okay, we're going to get off on a tangent here. Honestly, I do that. Do you all do that? Like, I hate catching feelings for someone. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's the worst thing ever, and I don't like it. It gives me anxiety. And I just want to hide it away and just act like it doesn't exist. And that's currently happening to me right now. And I'm really trying to like act like it doesn't exist. Okay. You said your live streams are so fun. Oh, thank you. That makes me feel really honestly better about myself. Okay, you said I hate it too, right? Catching feelings for someone is really not fun, especially when like I feel like they're out of my league, and so like I'm just over here like, don't bother looking at, like, don't bother, I'm not here, it's okay, whatever, like, whoo. Anyway, so that's my life. Okay, she thought it would pass with time. No such luck. Although the current tenderness in her face helped. Donna was the one who brought up the boys at first in admiration of their athleticism, commenting on how fast Dean ran with a pair of fangs, hot on high heels. Then the focus turned to his pert tail, how tight it was, in a respectful, loving admiration from afar kind of way. You said because it usually doesn't end well. Yeah, okay, so we can just have like a whole like crush talk, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, we could. I don't care. No, I know, and that's why I'm like, because I'm always like I don't know. Like I said, I feel like sometimes like I always like people who are out of my league, and so it doesn't end well for me most of the time. Like, and so it's like, I'm okay, I'll just sit here and act like I don't care. That is my coping mechanism. But at least I'm aware. All right, okay, so let's because this is, I don't want to keep just reading random things. Okay. Okay, so I guess Donna's talking to Jody still, and she says, so you think Sam's got some hard eyes for you, huh? Sighing, she shrugged her shoulders and admitted, I can spot when a guy's throwing vibes. Don't have a clue what to do with them, though. I've never thought about the boys in that way. Well, at least until that happened. No. I think if you feel like you are a surrogate mother to somebody, shouldn't that mean that it doesn't matter what they do? That's not gonna change your feelings because you're technically their surrogate mother. Like, isn't that, like, shouldn't that be the reality here? You know? Like, what? Okay. Woo! All right. So, all right. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna try to find something. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to read and like find like I'm trying to like read and find a way. Okay. I think they're trying to put Donna and Dean together too, which that was another ship from the podcast. And I don't know. I mean, I guess they're okay. She could have just left it at I never thought of them. Right? She could have just left it at I never thought of them in that way. I never thought of them in that way. I think that's the appropriate response, personally. But that's just me. I personally think that that is the appropriate response to just leave it at that point. But anyway, okay, so I think they're trying to get Donna and Dean together too, which like, okay, that's not as weird to me because Donna was never like a mother figure. It's still a little bit weird to me because like I see them more as like really good friends, maybe like a brotherly sisterly bond, you know, but it's not as weird because like she never like was like their surrogate mother, you know, like Jody 100% was. So this is weird, but it's very good writing. I just want to keep making that disclaimer. I am not hating whatsoever because I could not write like this. Okay. 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 When it came, so I guess they're eating, and now Jody's cleaning up. So when it came time to clean up, Jody and Sam insisted they didn't have much in the way of dinner dishes, and they'd catch up to Dean and Donna in the gym soon. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what I just read. Does that ever happen to you? You read something and you're like, I have no idea what I just read. Okay, when it came time to clean up, Jody and Sam insisted they didn't have much in the way of dinner dishes. Oh, I guess Donna and Dean like ate a lot? Okay, whatever. Anyway, is Donna all right? She barely touched her food, Sam commented while stacking the plates and putting them away. Far as I know, why? Dean doesn't touch my salad unless his digestive system. So I guess Dean ate some of Sam's salad, and that's weird, of course. He doesn't touch my salad unless his digestive system is in dire need of it, if you catch my drift. Oh, so they are. They're putting Donna and Dean together because Donna didn't eat a lot and then Dean ate, but it was just the salad because, you know, they want to I mean, I guess that's not a bad ship. Like, the more that I think about it, I guess it's not like that bad, Donna and Dean. I mean, it is a little weird, but like it's not that bad, right? I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I also see them just as friends, right? Like I do. I see them just as friends. I feel like that's what they are. But I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't know. All right. Okay. So I guess she's trying to get back out there after Doug, all of that. Okay. I'm trying to find something. I mean, it's just like, all it is them like talking. And it's not whatever. Like, they're having like a heart to heart. And I guess like, he's talking about how he doesn't know if he'll ever, like, meet anybody, and... Okay, well, Sam, like, they just hugged. Okay, so so this is what Sam said. I've mourned the life that I used to want, but helping the amount of people we have, spending time with my brother on our terms and not our dad's, and with others, can't say I wish my life were different. Adjacent to this craziness at times, but not totally different. Yes. Okay, and so that was an oddly good way of looking at it. He rested her hand on his arm and then pulled her into an intimate hug, running his thumb through her pixie cut. Oddly enough, it felt like home. Hearing the wrappers for the sterile supplies crinkling, she knew she let go and was embarrassed when she found herself tightening her grip. He relaxed and let her lean into him a bit more. Okay, so they just hugged, and Dean and Donna got together. It was good. I mean, it was good. It just nothing really happened between Jody and Sam, which I'm not complaining. That other one was like a lot. The other one was a lot. Oh. Okay, so this one is Destiel. Yeah, this one is like, okay, so this is the summary. I'll read you the summary. I thought it sounded interesting, so I was like, okay, let's look at it. It says Castiel and Gabriel are up to their antics again, trying to entertain themselves in a post-series world where everyone is fine. Sam and Dean simply advise hunters from their bunker. That is cool. That would have been cool. Like, okay, so spoiler alert. I feel like everyone should know this, though. Like, if you're watching this on YouTube later, you know, instead of like killing them off and going to heaven, which, I mean, okay, they could have done this. Everyone could have been fine. Everyone could have lived in the bunker together, and then they advise hunters and like have little hunter teams. They could be like the British men of letters. Sam and Dean and Cass and Jack are all in charge, and they find the little they find all the cases for them, and then they have people go out and hunt, kind of like Sam was doing for a while. Why didn't they just end it like that? I would have liked that so much better if everyone just like lived in the bunker together and they were just like a big huge family, and then they just and it would be like having their own little business, like the AU Sam and Dean. I just think that would be I like that idea much better than he said, but like Destiel, he's got to be with Cass. Yes, of course, Destiel. Yes, he is totally with Cass. He's totally with Cass. Now, I said this last week. I'm not a huge Sam Eileen fan, so I don't know how I would feel about that. But I understand that most people would want them together as well. But that would just be so cool. It would just be like a house full of just like hunters and angels and, you know, like demons if they find nice ones, like Crowley. But Crowley's gone. I wish Crowley came back. That's another thing that should have happened. Okay, anyway, let's finish this summary. Gabriel has a great idea for roleplay, but Castiel takes it way too far. Destiel smut ensues, and and then it says, just read it. Ignore the terrible summary. Funny. Okay. All right. Okay, so today Gabriel had a new game in mind. Determined to outdo the petty-coated little girls game, he spent nearly a week reading, researching, flying around the globe, taking notes, brainstorming. Okay, Cassie, I've got it. So he called Cassie. Castiel glanced up from Sam's old laptop on which he'd spent the better part of last week teaching himself origami from a website. I would love to see Cass do origami. Like that is something I never knew that I would want to see. That would just like make my day. Like I feel like that would be a really good spin-off. Just like I feel like that'd be a really good spin-off. Like, you know, like when Cass was human, just like a whole spin-off of Cass just like discovering new things as a human. I think that would be brilliant. I would watch that all day long. Like I would watch that all day long. I think it'd be great. That would be great though. Everyone just living in the bunker. Yes, it would have. Yes, it would have been great. Then not everyone had to leave or die or whatever. I mean, it was just like, okay. Anyway, I'm not saying that I didn't like it. I'm in the middle. I don't really have that crazy of an opinion, but all of them living in the bunker would have been better. All right. All right, so let's see. So the tabletop was strewn with bevy of ugly, lopsided swans. I don't know what this means. Okay, so Castiel was more than willing to listen. Oh, lopsided swans, because he was, okay, I get it now. I was like, what is happening? Swans? No, it was the origami. Okay, so Castiel was more than willing to listen to any ideas his maniac archangel brother had to offer. He said, it's right here in my hand. You're going to love this because it's somewhat historical role play, but not really historical, more like cultural history. Now, how do I put this? Gabriel placed the book on his chin, head hung in thought, occasionally blowing wisps of dirty blonde hair out of his eyes as he pondered how to explain his brilliant idea to Castiel. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm just reading the rest of this. There's nothing, I mean, it's nothing important. Okay. Gabriel's head snapped up, caramel eyes glimmering with inspiration. Okay, get out your phone. That way you can Google things if you start to lose me along the way. Okay. Castiel responds with a resolute nod and reached into his trench coat pockets for his phone. I am ready when you are, Gabriel. Good. We are going to be Victorian fops. What is a fop? In particular, scholars are disciples of Oscar Wilde. Okay, slow down, brother. I have just Googled fop, and then I need to read the Wikipedia entry for Oscar Wilde. I mean, okay, I don't know what a fop is either. So it's from Oscar Wilde? I didn't read Oscar Wilde. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like Cass. I have no idea. I have no clue. Okay. Okay, so this is also a Gabriel Sam one. So it's a Destiel and Gabriel Sam, I believe. Which is why I picked it, because it had both. And I thought that would be interesting. All right. Okay, so okay, so I don't really know what's going on. I don't really know. Okay. He says, okay, so I guess Cass is going to print the stuff that comes out. And he asked why. Gabriel asked, why are you going to print stuff? He's like, because I print out everything I look up on Wikipedia and organize it into volumes alphabetically for reference. This is genius. Whoever wrote this is like a genius. Like, they should write the Cass spinoff. Gabriel rolled his eyes. Way to go, Cass. You just invented the encyclopedia. Like, this is not as like it's said it's like smut or whatever, you know, but this is actually really comedic. Like, this is actually really comical. Like, this is great. Okay. Gabriel just sighed. Never mind. Pitch the idea to Sam Shine later. So that's like Sam Shine. That's why I was like, I think it's a Sam and Gabriel one too. And he's like, okay, but we're not just any fatidus fop followers of Oscar Wilde. We're going to be murder fops. Sexy murder fops. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so Gabriel says, anywho, sexy murder fops dressed in velvet and spun silks and linen, perfumed. This is just, what? I don't know what's going on. So, I guess they're role playing? But, like, why is Gabriel trying to role play with Cass? I mean, oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Cass. so I guess Cass doesn't know what's going on either, which valid. Cassie, I know you're smart. Okay, whatever. Here, the picture of Dorian Gray. Oh God, really? How fast can you read it and absorb the December? I don't know what any of this means. And Elvis Costello's imperial bedroom. And tell you what, I'm sending you a playlist of everything you need. Dorian Gray, though. I know who that is. Okay, Gabriel. I have no idea what's going on. This is weird. Okay. So the following morning, as Gabriel was adding the crowning touch to his plush Victorian ensemble, his phone dinged somewhere on the dressing table. It was surely a message from Cass, but per FOP protocol, Gabriel's phone had been buried under a mountain of crumbled tissue. A fox ivory hairbrush with matching comb and mirror. Okay, so I guess he just had a ton of Victorian stuff with him because he's really taking this role playing game seriously. Okay, so carefully snapping his fingers so not as to muss the clear coat drying on his fingernails. So I guess he painted his fingernails. The dressing table tidied itself in an instant, revealing his phone, a message from Cass that he was ready and waiting in the Men of Letters war room. If he hadn't left in such a hurry or made such a mess of the room with Sam, he might have noticed the Archangel blade missing from its usual spot in the corner of the umbrella stand. So he messed up the room with Sam. This is a very confusing fanfic. I'm not sure what's going on. So Gabriel is role playing with Cass, being something called a fop, which I don't know what that is, but he just messed up his room with Sam, which is insinuating, so like, what's going on? I don't know. Okay. So upon teleporting to the bunker, Gabriel was greeted by a sight so resplendent, so beautiful, that he thought for a moment he'd flown into the wrong place. So I guess Cass made it look really pretty. See, again, I'm very confused because, like, what is happening? I have no idea. Well, you know what? You know what could be happening? If Gabriel and Sam are together in this fanfic, maybe this is all a ploy to get Dean and Cass in, like, the same place, All right. Let's see. Okay. So I guess Cass, like, dressed up a lot. And he said, Castiel, you've stolen my breath. I don't know what the rest of this says. He says, so I take it you're enjoying yourself so far. Very much so, Cass, with an unusually wicked grin. I am grateful beyond measure that I found this splendid topcoat to replace that dreadful trench coat. It makes me feel proper yet deliciously improper. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that line. Okay. All right. So let's see. We are going to see how this ends up because I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, so without a second thought, crowded in closer to Cass, nosing in along the high neck of his dresser shirt, nipping him ever so gently where flesh and fabric met. What? So I guess he got closer to Cass. This is confusing me a lot. Okay, he says, what are you doing, Gabriel? Whatever I want to, pet. Oh God. I see. No. Whoa. Okay. So he's trying to make like Cass his sub, but they're brothers. What is happening? Okay. He said, why is Gable trying to role play with Cass? LMAO. Yeah, WTF is going on? I'm confused. I'm so confused. I'm gonna probably leave this one in a second. And it says, whisper Castiel, I'm an individual on one half of with Dean. I'm not a pet, so I guess he's saying he's with Dean. Oh, okay, that's cute. Okay. So he is. So like Gabriel is trying to. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're done. So I guess Gabriel's acting like Dean to be with Cass. And Cass is the sub. Okay. That takes the place of the weirdest fanfic I've ever read in my life. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. Okay. Which one is this one? Okay, so here's one. Okay. This is another Gabriel and Sam one. Okay, let's see. What is this one? This is another Gabriel and Sam one. Oh, I wanted to read this one because it sounded really interesting. Okay, so this is what it says. Sam had really hoped that this is the summary. Sam had really hoped over time that his brother and Angel would get their heads out of their backsides and finally get together. But as the years went on, to no avail, Sam eventually threw in the towel, needing to focus on his own Angel issues. But when he's awoken one early morning to his lights still on, music still playing, and his idiot Angel texting him, he's confused. That is until he's told to remove his earbuds. The summary got me because, like, even though I'm not super like into, oh wait, this is weird. Do you see how this is? It's like a text. Oh, well, that makes sense. It's supernatural texting, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm not reading this. This is weird. This is weird. Oh my gosh. Sam Shine. Okay, so they're together. So in this, they're together. Okay, we're done. We're done. Let's look up something new. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at these. There's some weird ones. Let's see. Benny and Dean is not weird. But it is in here. But I don't think Benny and Dean. I don't think Benny and Dean are weird. OMG, there's a Ruby and Anael one. Let's look at that. Ruby and Anael. Okay. Oh, these aren't like ships. They're all just like, oh, okay, maybe it is. No, this is something different. Yeah, I don't think this is like a ship between Ruby and Anael. This is just like them doing crazy stuff together. So, I think that'd be a cool ship though, right? Like Ruby and Anael, right? Don't you think that'd be cool? Because it's Danielle and Jen. I think that'd be cool. Okay. Yep. Oh, okay, wait. We're going to look at this one. So this is Emma, Dean's daughter, and Claire. What? This is it was like a section. Oh, I guess they have stuff for Emma. Okay, Lieutenants Emma Winchester and Claire Novak respond to the distress call while away on mission board to the Delta Flyer, and they run into... See, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but like, I don't really like fanfics when they're like in a different universe, if that makes sense. So like it's cool, like, you know, if like, oh, they all live in the bunker and there's no more bad things going on. Like, okay, like that's cool with me because at least it's still in the same like world, it's still in the same universe. But when you start putting them in like the real life and like they're firefighters or they're this or they're that, I just can't get with it. I just can't. I don't know why. I just can't get with it. Just like, but that's just so weird to me. I don't know. It's just like a weird thing I have with fanfics. I just can't. Okay, you said I kind of like Benny and Dean. I do like Benny and Dean. I do. I like Benny and Dean. I do. Like, of course, I like Cass and Dean better, but I do like Benny and Dean. I do think that they're a good ship. All right. And then you said that would be cool. Wouldn't it be cool? Ruby and Anael? It's a new ship. We're gonna... like I said, I can't write. So, okay, so there are some where, like, Emma doesn't die. Isn't that funny? Oh, maybe, okay, wait, we're gonna look at this one because maybe it is Emma and Claire. That's so weird. So I guess Emma never died and she's going out with Claire and she's getting help from Cass and Dean. And they say, okay, oh my gosh. This is the weirdest ship that I think we've uncovered. This is the weirdest ship in Supernatural. I'm saying it. I'm putting it out there. Emma. The, why can't I think of what they were? Amazons. Emma, the Amazon daughter of Dean Winchester, and Claire. That's the weirdest ship I've ever heard of in my freaking life. But in this fanfic, Emma and Claire are going out, and Dean and Cass are helping her find a Valentine's Day present for Claire, which is really cute, but it's also very strange. Okay. So Dean says that Claire likes mini golf and you could take her there, which is kind of cute because I don't know if you've seen that picture with like Jensen and Catherine. Yeah, Catherine, that's her name. I know her name. I just want to make sure it was Catherine. Yeah, it's Catherine. Yeah, of him, Jensen and Catherine like mini golfing. It's a cute picture. And then she calls him dad. She calls Dean dad. That's weird. Weird. I don't know. It's just weird. Okay. Well, that was cool. That was fun. We found a new ship that I never thought existed. And there is a Bobby and Crowley ship, which, again, I never knew existed until Thursday, along with the Jody and Sam ship. I'm learning so many new things. I had no idea these ships existed. I couldn't find anything on Wattpad. I don't know. Wattpad doesn't have a lot, really. Okay, well, we're going to stop sharing now and I'm going to disable performance mode so I know what's going on. Okay, good. It's gone. Okay. He said, okay. Let's see. Performance mode. All right, sorry. Okay, you said, I love AUs. That's half of what I write. I'm sorry. No, and it's not that, like, I think some of them are, like, I have read some AUs that are really good. I guess it's just, it takes, like, a lot for me to get into them for some reason. I don't know why. You said, like, I just want to put them somewhere where they could try to have a normal life, but no matter what, they always end up having to deal with the supernatural. Aww. No, but that's really wholesome, though. Like, you just want them to have a normal life. Like, I like that. You said, yeah, I feel like a lot of the weirder fics are always going to be on Archive. They are. Wattpad, like, okay. I mean, I go on both or whatever. Like, I used to read fanfics a lot. I don't read them all that much anymore. But, yeah, I would always find it on Archive. I mean, archive. But I don't know. I guess I never really looked on Wattpad. I didn't really know it was on Wattpad. I didn't know. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen the After movies, but I had no idea that started on Wattpad. I had no idea that those After movies started on Wattpad, and they're so good. Those movies are so good. And I was like, that started on Wattpad? That is cool AF. That someone's like fanfic. We're going to call it what it is, smut, because that's what it is, even though it's wonderful. It is a wonderful movie. After is great. Yes, you should watch it. It's on Netflix. There's 3 movies now. You've probably seen edits of the actors who are in this movie. Because one of them, his name is Hardin, and he is a very attractive man. He is very attractive. Yeah, and they're great shows, and the girls started writing them on Wattpad, and now they're turned into 3 different movies. And I think that is the coolest freaking thing ever. I think it's so cool. And when I realized that the other day, I was like, what? I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. And he said that's kind of cute. Emma and Claire. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a cute. Like, the more I looked through the fanfic, it was really cute. But I just feel like that's so weird to me because, like, I don't, Emma's in like 1 episode, and like I mean, she makes an impact in that episode, yes. But, like, I feel like you so easily just forget about her in the long run, And you're just like, you forget that Dean ever had a daughter, which is honestly wild when you think about it. There's so many things that happen that you forget in Supernatural, and you're like, wow, you would think I wouldn't forget something like that. But I often forget Emma. Yeah. I never forget Ben, though, because Ben is 100% Dean's son. Putting it out there. He said, I forget about Emma all the time. Yes, because it's just like, I don't know, it's just weird. But I get, like, I like the Amazon lore, so, like, I get why they did it, but I think it was just weird that she had, like, that he had, like, a daughter. It's weird to think about. Like, it's strange. You know? Yeah, it's weird. Okay. Well, all right. It is almost that time. I'm probably gonna get off soon. Thank you for coming with me. I had so much fun. Those were some wild freaking fanfics, and I loved every minute of that. But now I have to go and get ready because I have to work tomorrow. Which is so funny because it's President's Day here in the United States. And everyone thought that I would have that day off because I work at like it's not like corporate, but I guess it is kind of corporate. I don't know. But it's like a tech company and I don't have President's Day off. I mean, I'm not complaining. It is kind of weird. Okay, whatever. All right. I'm going to do, you said I forgot about President's Day. So did I. So did I. And then my friend's like, oh, do you want to go do this tomorrow? You're off, right? It's President's Day. And I'm like, no. Like, I had no idea it was President's Day. Like, no, I'm not off. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, I am going to end this live soon. And for those of you who watch this later on YouTube, make sure to follow me on Twitch at Wayward Spirit. Yeah, Wayward Spirit Media or Wayward Spirit. It's Wayward Spirit Media. Okay.
Sometimes I forget my name.
And then on Instagram at Wayward Spirit Media, which is right. That is right. And then I have a bunch of new stuff up on Redbubble. So Wayward Spirit P is my name on Redbubble. I just added some edits that I made of Chuck. Yes.
Rob Benedict is my favorite person ever.
All right. Hello, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to support this channel, please watch another video or subscribe or like the video. All right, thank you so much.